everybody, thank you for staying with our channel. In this video we will show you the interesting place Stonehenge in England.
The people who built Stonehenge lived in huts like these, they say. As you can tell, this was not a terribly sophisticated civilization at all. In fact, I think you could say that they were kind of wild men. They were half naked. They lived barely scraped an existence out of the soil and what animals they could catch. They weren't sophisticated or advanced, but somehow they managed to build this astronomically and architecturally sophisticated circle of massive stones. And how they did it, no one really knows.
Look, it is interesting hub. There is supposed to be fire in the middle.
Better access, which in fact they are.
You
can polish them.
Yeah, because they're smoother.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they don't fracture quite so easily as these do.
Okay.
We did. You can handle all these if you want. Come in close if you want. There you go. Lord. There we go.
Oh, it's heavy.
He was saying that this kind of stone only
chopped a tree
comes from the
down
Lake District,
as a trial,
and yet it was found here
with an
in
axe,
these
with a flint
weapons.
axe.
So
I did, but
somehow
there was a group of volunteers who did. It was a pine tree about
got from the Lake District
this
250
big,
miles
and
away
it took us
down here to be used
the
in
best
making
part
those
of a
axes,
morning to
because
do
that
it.
particular type of stone makes a
About now
better
until
axe.
lunchtime, and there was a guy with a
Look. You can take a bus to Stonehenge or you can walk 2 kilometers approximately. There are a few places to visit on Stonehenge. But we are probably going to this place and that's it. If you go to Stonehenge, we recommend for you to walk because I think it is more interesting. When you walk, you see like hills, many different shape, different size, and actually you can read the description what it is. It is a burial. 5,500 years ago, people started to bury people in long ground like barrows. And over 1,000 years later, in the Bronze Age, people were buried here beneath round mounds of many different, like I said, shapes and sizes. You look so nice. Look at you. Now you can see sheep everywhere in this area, just eating their food, eating grass.
That's what it looks like from the air. It's just speculating about how they moved it, how they moved the stones. And here's two possibilities. It could have been moved on wooden rollers like this, or they could have dug a trench and let it slide down the trench. But of course, then it would have to be downhill. So it seemed to me that this would be much more likely, but that's just me. And it says, why did they do this? It says nobody knows. It says it was hard physical work. It took many years. So why? Nobody knows. How? Nobody knows.
Okay, it is Stonehenge.
This is Stonehenge. By the way, if you're considering visiting Stonehenge, you might want to know that Zena and I took the poor person's route, and we didn't have to pay to get where we are right now. Those people on the other side of the fence paid a about $50 each to be right on the other side of the fence on the green walkway. And the people right up next to the stones had to get their reservation months in advance, and they paid considerably more than that. So there are various ways you can visit Stonehenge. We chose this option.
And I don't regret.
Stonehenge is the most architecturally sophisticated stone circle in the world. They were built over a period of more than 2,000 years in the Neolithic and early Bronze Ages. They began building them at 3,700 BC, before Christ, all the way up to 1600 BC. And as you can see from this map here, there are many different parts to this historical site here that you can look at.